show. I've been channeling spirit for over 30 years and recently was chosen for the 2014 book 100 Top Psychics in America. Here's how LOVE love your readings on this radio show. L is for let spirit lead. O is for only one question or connection per caller. V is for validate all advice of a licensed professional. And E is for enjoy the show. Stay tuned for additional announcements.
Hi, everybody. How is everybody today? This is Spirit Medium Laura. I'm feeling a little bit strange. But then again, with my line of work, it's no wonder I feel strange. Oh, God. Anyway, I'm in a good mood, and hopefully I stay in this good mood forever. And actually, that is what the ones will be talking about today when they channel through me, which will be in a little while. In other words, they're going to talk about happiness. I did a little test with them earlier. Okay, so this is the mix, which is a mix of channeling, mediumship, and psychic messages about your own life. And it's going to be for an hour. It's about 1 o'clock Eastern Time. It's coming live from Southeast Florida, which is not so sunny right at the moment. We kind of, this is the rainy season here, so we have a lot of rain at this time of year, which is pretty good because if we didn't, I would probably die from the heat. It's so hot. Okay, so about the first 30 minutes or so, we'll be doing more mediumship than life messages, and sometimes the messages are channeled, but I also open with a channeling general message. If you'd like to get messages, just call in 347-945-5849. That's 347-945-5849. And this show happens again on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's Wednesdays at 1 p.m. and Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can even watch the show live if you want. The key to this show, everything that you want to know about the show and everything I'm talking about is also on a website, which is spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com. I just decided to implement something in case there's an urgent matter that just can't wait for you as a caller, and I call it the 8 No Wait, Donate 8 and Jump the Gate, which is gives you an opportunity to have a little bit more control over whether or not I get to you. You know, because quite often there's a lot of people that call in on a regular basis, and they may not have an urgent matter, and I don't know because they called in early. So those that make a donation get a priority treatment, and that would be. By the way, the donation does go in part to help animals, as I donate every month, but is a donation to me, as I'm not charging for the readings. I'm just giving you a chance to jump the gate. So it's a donation. Donate 8 and jump the gate. Have an urgent matter that just can't wait? Well then, jump the gate with the 8 No Wait. Donate at spiritmediumtv.com, and there you will see a PayPal button about a quarter of the way down the page. Donate 8 and jump the gate. What else do I need to say? There's other links on that page that might be of interest to you. For example, if you'd like to treat yourself well and book a private session, ooh, the Elite Treat. The Elite Treat is there, and that's your private session. You can do it from Spirit Medium Laura. You can go from there. You can just go direct to booklaura.com. And also, you can join the contest to win a psychic session. And the way to be in to win is to join the mailing list. I just got somebody's mailing email this afternoon, Delphine, who I'll be opening lines to her and a few other people in a moment. But if you would like to be in to win, you can join yourself. Just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and on the upper right portion of the page there you can join our mailing list. Also on Spirit Medium TV there's a link to buy my book on manifesting, which is based on soul alignment, which is something Spirit channeled through me the hard way through my own life, and then actual messages that came through. So that's there's a link there, to Manifesting Magic. I'm also having an in-person trance circle at my home. I always do that once a month. The next one will be July 12th. Oh, and by the way, I'm wearing red today in case you didn't notice. on Spirit Medium TV. You can watch the show live in honor of 4th of July, which is this Saturday. So happy 4th of July, everybody. Oh, I'm also going to be, once a month, I'll be doing live promotional readings. I'm going to call them the petite treats, little readings. Susie B., who's in the background doing the phone lines, and I were discussing that lately. I have a elite treat, which is your full-fledged private session, which can be done live or on the phone. But I also have live promo readings, which are once a month in Delray Beach at a happy hour networking party that happens every Friday, but I'm only there once a month. And I believe I'm going to go the 10th of July, but that is to be done. And it will be 1/3 my normal rate for little mini readings. You can actually pay for it and register, or you could just show up. Details are on Spirit Medium TV under the events section. Okay, so I'd like everybody to simmer down, and I should simmer down. I'm the one that's all over the place. Okay, so I'd like you all to simmer down. We're going to prepare for our sessions today. And I'd like you all to uncross your arms and legs and start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to completely relax and let go. Completely relax and let go. And as you breathe in and out, I would like you to call in your loved ones from the other side, if that's what you're looking to do today. And if you're more interested in a life question, then just go ahead and focus on that question in your mind. And as you do that, I'm going to go off and invoke the Master Prayer. I'll be back in a second. Father God, please invoke all requests majorly to the Master Prayer for the radio show, and so it is. And now what I'd like you all to do is on your next exhale of breath, I need you to release into the space your energy, and I will connect us. One moment, please. Ooh, a lot of purple in the aura of the group, meaning there's a lot of psychic people listening today. So if you didn't know you were psychic, Spirit's telling me so. First thing I'm going to do is a channeled message. So let me just go off and bring in the beings that would like to come in today. Which usually is the same group. We are here. We are the ones, as usual. We've come in today to talk about happiness and to help each of you with your own lives. Happiness is the cornerstone of health. It's not the other way around. And that is true of most things in life. Happiness comes before everything else. Some might think if I had this or that, I would be happy. But rather, if you had those things, you still would not be happy if you did not understand the primary pinnacle of happiness, which is to be it now. In other words, if you are a happy person, more optimistic, taking things lightly, you will find that your health is good. You will find that everything is better because energetically you are sending out the vibration of good, happiness, positivity. Positivity is so important for all of you. And of course, you all forget most of the time because it is easy to forget as one lives on the plane of Earth. Earth is set up that way. Now, along the lines of happiness, do not despair that Earth is set up to make you unhappy, for that is the opportunity at the same time. You see, when one can understand that the opportunity on Earth is to take a stake in happiness, to create your own happiness every moment of every day through positive thinking and a positive outlook, when one takes that opportunity, one will evolve and one will shift. And through that shift, one will find that their life comes to them the way they would like it more. So we want to remind all of you today that happiness starts with you and your thinking and your ideas and your attitudes, not just at this moment as we channel to you, but always 24/7 at every moment when something is seemingly wrong, remember that that is always something good inside. Look for the silver lining, not for the gray and the dark, and you will find that your life will take on a new energy and a new sense of forgiveness and love. You will understand your life better. You will see in it the things you must get. You will learn. You will grow. Find happiness in the defects, in the deficiencies, and you will find that you will become luckier than you ever thought you could. Namaste. Ooh, that was interesting. I'm not completely relaxed today. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little bit hyper. I don't know why. Sometimes that is the case for me. I'm going to go to the first person that made a donation. She was here earlier. There she is. And as you can see, Mary, you slipped to the bottom of the queue. I'm glad you made the donation. Sometimes people will call in early and they will fall to the bottom of the queue, so giving you the opportunity for that donation also helps you place yourself where you need to be in the queue. Okay, opening the line to Mary. Hello, honey.
Hi.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm wonderful.
Good.
I just feel so happy to be on the line.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I'm glad that you are because, I always want to be respectful of people and their losses. And obviously, if you've said you had a loss, I don't know what stage of grief you're in, but obviously you're in a good state right now. Now, there's a couple of souls. The first one I feel, actually, and I don't know how you ever would be happy with this kind of a thing, but let me just be quiet for a moment and see what we got. Mary. What's the first name of your last name? First letter of your last name, honey. I'm just going to use that for vibration. T. It's a T.
T as in Tom.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. I remembered. Thank you, love. Hold on. Okay, so what we have here is I hear something versus feel. Sometimes I feel things, but right now I hear something. And I do hear a father figure calling out for you. Now, the reason I'm saying this is I'm trying to go in the direction of what you're wanting today, unless you're very open-minded to who comes through. Do you have a predisposed attitude, Mary, or are you just wanting, whatever does come through?
I believe that whatever comes through is what I need to hear.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm asking him to develop. There's a person who comes through as a male, has a problem in breathing and in the lungs. I'm not feeling him yet. I'm trying to encourage him to give me a vision, give me more to work with. But I'm hearing him more than anything right now. He's very uppity. I don't know why he would say that. He's very uppity. His uppity attitude about things, very sarcastic at times and a little bit difficult to get along with, a little bit sarcastic, cranky at times. He says, you understand who this is already?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And he's a father figure to you. He does seem to have a little bit of a stomach on him, slender legs, but slender body, but carrying most of the weight in the stomach area. He says, I didn't care about that. He says, I wasn't really into taking care of myself much before I passed. He says, well, who needs all that health stuff, He says, I'm in a good real character, Mary. Oh, goodness. Yeah. And he also looks like he's follically challenged. What I mean by that is lost hair in the top of his head. I see the gray hair on more of the sides, not long, not real short. He doesn't have like a crew cut or anything, or real, but just, there. Just hanging a little bit, the hair, but not real short, not real long. He also looks like he might have not liked to shave all the time, because right now he's showing me a little bit on the face. Maybe he's not always worried about that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he also likes to smoke. Okay, at least at one point in his life, but I do see he's showing me smoking quite a bit now. He shows me the smoking in a way that's probably not how he actually smoked, but it's probably indicative of his character, which is with a pipe. Okay, I say that for a reason, because pipes usually indicate a person who's contemplative or meditative, particularly when they are smoking. So I'm assuming then he liked to smoke and helped him think a lot. And also says to me he doesn't talk a lot, even though when he does talk, he's kind of, a little bit on the kidding side, a little bit on the difficult, sarcastic side. So that's what the pipe means to me. Not talking unless he has something to say. Smoker, stomach, a little bit of a paunch there in the front, follically challenged. Oh, now he's showing me something new. His nose and his facial features. He does show me that the nose has a little extra flesh on it than would be appropriate for his face. I'm seeing him in a latter part of his life, okay, but like there's a little bit of wideness towards the tip and to the nose part, the nostril part of it, and also, what are you saying, Dad? Something about cerebral, complicated, cerebral. Complicated. Okay, so not only was he saying the other things about it, a little bit on the cantankerous or sarcastic, difficult to get along with side, saying something about being a little bit more cerebral in his thinking. Yeah. Also, says he kept things to himself a lot, and that's that contemplative thing. Even though he's cantankerous and a little sarcastic, he's not telling everybody everything about himself. He says sometimes people might have had trouble understanding him or knowing what he was thinking. And by the way, Mary, he says, I like to keep it that way, as long as I was on earth. He says, now that I'm in spirit, he says, I'm a lot more open with myself. He says, I realized when I went through the gate and the door to God, he says, very interesting, I realized there's nothing to hold back. We don't need to always hold things to ourselves. He says, Mary, you're a lot like me, not in that respect, but in other respects. You're very smart. You're very kind. You're a good person. You're a caretaker. Now, I didn't see that in him before, the caretaker, but he's saying that about you. You're very smart. You're very kind. You're a caretaker. There seems to be a boy down the family line, which means either you have a boy or a grandson, or he has a grandson, or a sibling of yours, but there seems to be a boy down the family line. Is that your son or grandson, or is that somebody else's, Mary?
Well, I'm not sure. I have a brother, I have 2 sons, and I have a grandson.
Oh, wow. Okay, well then, okay. He gives me, when they do that, they give me a broad stretch of it. So he didn't give me the details. He just lets me know there's men down the family line. Now, if he wants to,
sure.
Definitely. And if he wants to speak more about that, he will. There's something more here in the health area. Okay, I'm trying to find out something about his health. Okay, there's also a name like William or a W name.
Yep, there is.
Okay. You want to tell me anything about your health, darling? I'm asking him. Okay, heart problem. And also I feel suddenness to death, passing suddenly. Do you understand, please, Mary?
We weren't sure how he passed, so
okay.
Never had a.
Yeah, he says it was a heart attack.
It was his heart.
Yeah, it was a heart attack. Yeah, it's a heart attack, love. And then here one moment, gone the next. He laughs a little bit. He says he laughs a little bit. I know this is hard for you, Mary, but he laughs a little bit. He says, "Yeah, I fooled you all, didn't I? You didn't have no idea this was going to happen." He also says that I felt good when I left my body, not frightened. He says, "You know me, I wasn't one to be fearful. I'm not a fearful kind of person." He's more of a fierce, courageous kind of person. He says, it wasn't frightening for me. Don't worry about me. That's what he means by that. Okay. He does like where he was laid to rest. Sometimes they say things like that. He loves where he was laid to rest. I guess because you didn't all have a planning time there. Somebody had to make decisions for him, right?
Yeah.
And he says something about being under a tree. I see more of a grave site than, and also that could also mean he buried his ashes, but if he was cremated. But I'm getting the impression he was buried, and it was in a rural setting where there was a tree or some kind of pastoral kind of setting. Do you understand, please, Mary?
It was a rural setting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he makes a little light of it and saying under the sycamore tree. Now I don't know if there actually are any trees around there, or a sycamore to be honest.
Yes,
but
there were trees. I'm not sure what kind.
Okay.
I'll check on that.
Oh, he loves that place. And he's saying, I call that home now in a way. I do sit under the tree, under the branches of the trees sometimes. But he says, I'm not located there all the time, just every now and then. He likes rural areas. He likes rural settings. He always liked the country. He says, more so than the city. He says, you're a lot like me in that respect. Also, you like the country more, too, than the city. He says, it's much easier for you to get along with people as long as you're not tense. He says, and it was that way for me. We like the country because it allows us to be relaxed. It also allows us to get close to people. It allows us to share food, recipes. It's a community feeling, he says. And he's showing me things like memories of I'm not quite sure what this is, but it looks like maybe some kind of a country fair or some kind of a barn raising or something like that where everybody pitches in and they bring food and they have music and it's kind of fun. Do you understand, Mary? You're laughing a little bit.
Yeah, there was actually where we all got together to build the barn that was on that property.
Perfect.
We had a gathering.
Oh, okay, so perfect. See? So he's showing me all that to say hello, to let you know. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Now there's something about one of the boys, it could be a grandson or one of your sons, is looks like a birthday's coming up. Whose birthday is that, Mary?
There was one that was just passed, actually June 5th.
Oh, okay. So that's one. It's one of the sons, or you're one of your grandsons?
Yep, one of my sons.
Okay. And he's your father's going to say, his grandpa, he calls him for your son. He's going to say something about that. He says, I was there at the house watching over things. He said, you might have felt my presence, You might have felt my presence. Now, I don't know I don't know if he means like I was being sarcastic, like, I was there, didn't you feel me? Or if I'm going to find out. Okay. Did you feel, Mary? No, Dad, what do you mean by that, honey? I was there, but nobody. Go ahead, honey. Mary.
We did have a family gathering, and I did wonder if he was here. So.
Okay. Well, he's saying he was there, but you didn't feel his presence. Okay. So he wants you to know that next time, look for him more, and there will be a way to identify him, and that will be a feather. A feather will be around that day.
I do find feathers a lot.
Okay. Well, feathers are his particular way of saying, hi, I'm here.
Very nice to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I would love to go on and on and on with your dad because he's absolutely delightful and very clear to come in. But I do have to get to other people waiting, Mary. Thank you so much, honey, for calling in.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, honey, and thanks for your donation.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, love. Bye. Okay, if anybody wants to jump to the top of the queue, you can do that. We have a flooded keyboard, flooded switchboard right now, but you do need to make a donation and let us know you've done that, because now that the show started, I wouldn't have any way of knowing. Well, there is some way. I'm just trying to do it right now. Meanwhile, I'm going to go to the next person that is in line. Hold on one second here. Let me just see what comes up. My computer is so friggin' slow. Okay. We are going to... It should be Sophia. Hold on. Oh, no, there's another other side connection. Let me just see if there's any other sides. I'll take them before I go to the live questions, only for the first half hour. And then we go into other kinds. I just did Mary. I see Evelyn, and I'm just going to check that there's nobody ahead of you, Evelyn, honey. Okay, there we go. Evelyn. Where did she go? There she is. Okay. Hey, Evelyn,
Hello.
Hi, honey, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, love. Thank you so much for tuning in today and calling in. Okay, let's go to Evelyn, and she wants another side connection. Just gonna, one moment, please. I just want to go to your aura. Okay, there seems to be more male energy to you today. And I have a sense of, there's a couple of people, more on the males, on your father's side of the family, and or your own, either it's your uncle or your father, and there's also a sense of having a peer energy to you in spirit that's male as well, which could be a brother. It could also be a cousin. It could also be a friend, or it could be a husband. Did I already say husband? No, spouse. You know,
I have a husband and I have a brother
that are
and a
both
father.
they're both in spirit. Okay.
I have all three there.
All right. Well, let's see who wants to pop in. Who's going to be the most salient or specific energy for you, Evelyn? Love.
Because I've been talking to all three of them lately, and I want to know if they're going to come and help me.
All right. Well, the first word, I guess, love, love, love. I love you. So I have a feeling that's probably your spouse. And I don't know if it's because you said what you just said, or I need to quiet down. Now, I'm going to ask you, darling, not to tell me too much, okay? Because I want them to tell us so you know it's them. I will ask you for yes or no's, but in this state that I'm in right now, doing mediumship, and any of the readings, by the way, I'm in a highly sensitive state, so you can influence me, and then you're not getting it from spirit, you're getting it from what you just said. So don't influence me, okay? All right, so let's, okay, so I heard love, 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 my darling, I love you so much. Okay, hold on. I love you. Oh, sweetheart, I love you. Thank you for calling me in today. Don't worry, don't worry. Now, why does he say it that way? Hold on. He says it in a Spanish or a foreign language. I'm going to ask him something. Are you saying it in Spanish on purpose, sir, or, hold on. There's something about
a different language.
Yeah.
I would probably confirm that it's probably more French than Spanish.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, because and it could be very similar in French than to Spanish. I'm hearing it in Spanish because I happen to know it in Spanish. But it's don't worry, and it's in Spanish, so we could say it would be French then. No te preocupado is don't worry in Spanish. Okay, so he's speaking in another language to me, just for a moment to give another clue. I feel that this man is not the tallest one on the block, not short, but average height to a little taller. And you know, you have your own definition of that. I just get a real broad sense of that right now. Okay, 5'10" to 5'11". He's giving me some numbers there. He says I wasn't a lightweight, you know. He's a little tough there, kind of cute tough, you know, kind of cute. Brown hair, original color, nice wave to it. I don't know how old he lived to. Can't see that right now. I feel there's a suddenness to the passing. It wasn't something that happened over time. It's a sense of urgency or suddenness. I'm here, but I'm not. Then I'm suddenly gone. And there's a sense here that you didn't know what happened. I also get a sense that you're at home when you hear this, but it's not done at home or it doesn't happen at home. Now, from all the things I'm saying, do you understand this, please?
It was kind of reversed. I was not at home, but it happened at home.
Okay, thank you. That helps us. Sometimes they do it reversed. Okay. Okay, so it's sudden though, right? It's a sudden pass.
Right.
Yeah, and you're very, you're torn up by this. You're brokenhearted. I don't see this man as getting on in life, being older. I see him more middle-aged or, you know, mid-aged, anywhere from 40 to, you know, I'm not sure exactly what the age is, but the hair's not really turned it's brown, it's not turned white. There's a sense of urgency there. I hear something about fixing something or some kind of accident. He was in the middle of doing something, and there it happened, and voila, there's the French, I was gone. He says, I wasn't very happy about it either, my love. You were wondering always what this was like. Oh, I'm sorry, but it's very emotional. Hold on. I was sorry when it happened. I didn't know how to say anything to you, how to bring a message to you. I tried very hard. I get something around the heart. I don't know if that means that it was a heart-related matter. In other words, physically, or just the feeling. I think the heart was involved in this. It was a compression or something to the heart area.
Yeah, it was in lungs and ribs.
Oh, okay.
Right near the heart.
Okay, and is a compression there, like pushing in on it. Oh my goodness. He says I was alone. Oh, he says I was alone. I was alone for some time, and I was there watching my body. He says I tried furiously to help myself. I couldn't get out of it. You came home and found me. There were others around. but no one could help. It was too late. Okay, now he's trying to say
He
something.
didn't die at the scene, though.
Yeah, he's giving me that impression because he says no one could help. I don't know. I'm only getting his words. Um, all right, so I'm a little overwhelmed because what I get is him trying to say something to you when this is going on, like after he passes or when it happens, because when it happens, there's a part of him that's outside of him looking at himself. And I know he's not dead yet. Okay, he's not transitioned yet because he's in and out of his body. He's trying with all his might to get out, and he doesn't get out in time. In any event, he's here. And I'm assuming this is your husband, your spouse, who's not left you. He says he's not left you for good or forever. He says he'll always be around you, looking out for you, trying to help you, looking in on your affairs. I get the sense of some kind of urgency surrounding money right now for you, Evelyn, and that's in part, right? In part because of the way this happened. There was no chance for us to set up things properly for you. He says, I apologize. I apologize so much to you, my love. He says, I am rooting for you today from spirit. He says, I'm not very far away. I'm just a heartbeat away. He says, anytime you want to talk to me, I'm listening to you and I'm hearing you. He says, when you take a bath in particular, I'm around the room. So I don't know if you've been taking baths or not, but if you haven't, you might want to try that. Because he can hear you then, okay? He says, I hear you best. Yeah. He says, I hear you best in your sleep, or we communicate best during your sleep time right now. But if you go to a dreamy state, like, for example, taking a bath, he says, I'll be able to communicate with you better. You'll hear me more in your head. That's what you've been asking for, just to hear me. And you will hear me. So anything that, this is me now talking. I'm channeling him, but then I come back as me right now. And I want you to know that anything that happens is in the tub, like a resting time in bed at night, or if you take a bath and you relax, that would be a best time for him to kind of come in and give you ideas and help for the future. Now, I also feel that under you there's a male, like as if you have a son, maybe with him, or a grandson or something. Do you have a son also, sweetheart?
Yes, I have a son.
Okay. He says, now you're pretty young, I'm assuming, since your husband died so young. I don't know how old your son is, but your husband was...
I'm in my late 50s.
Oh, okay, all right. He says, your son, I guess he's your son and his son. He says, our son will help too with all these matters. He's trying to help you as best he can. But you know what? He doesn't have the skills either to really figure all this out. He says, the best I can tell you, this is with money matters, love. The best I can tell you is over time you will figure it all out. Just what I want you to do, Evelyn, is slowly chip away at it. Don't expect an overnight success, but in time you will make all these things happen for yourself. As he says those words, I also get the impression that you must be doing something it's entrepreneurial or business oriented. I feel like you're trying to push forward with something to make something happen. Is that correct, love?
That is correct.
Okay, he says that will work out for you. And he says, again, I have been giving you quietly some ideas about that to make it work. Okay, so that's your personal message today, Evelyn. I hope that you've enjoyed and found this helpful to move forward in your belief system, and also encourage you to move forward, that you will be successful. Okay?
Oh, yes, very good. That was, and I want you to know that the way you explained it and the message came through for anybody else that's listening, I mean, it was pretty right on.
Yeah, sweetheart.
Because not all of it can be explained so well, and the way you came through with it was exactly the way and how it happened.
Thank you.
It was just totally understandable. So, yeah.
Oh, good, honey.
And,
all right.
So
well,
I totally relate with everything. It wasn't like confusing or anything where I had to work around it, but it came out accordingly to exactly the way it happened.
Oh, well, thank you, Evelyn, so much, honey, for calling in today. I really appreciate that. And if you haven't yet, join our mailing list so you could be in to win
I will.
a psychic session. Thank you, love. God bless. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, okay, wow. Yeah, speaking of private sessions, I've been calling them the elite treat lately. I like that because it is a treat yourself good. It's your private time with spirit, you spirit. And okay, I'm there too, but I don't interfere too much. It's just between you and spirit. And as you can see, spirit does shine through rather clearly. If you are interested in this, just go to booklaura.com and book your own private session. If you'd like to be in to win your psychic session, go to spiritmediumtv.com, and on the upper right there, you can join our mailing list. And if you would like to be included in next shows, just jump to the top of the queue. If you have an urgent matter, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and the what's it called? The 8 No Wait is there for you. The 8 No Wait, where you donate 8 and you jump the gate. Only $8. It's a donation. Okay, I'm going to go to the first person, Sophia, who's been waiting quite a while with a life question. Okay, coming to Sophia. Hello, Sophia. How are you today, darling?
Hello. Hello, I'm good.
Good. Okay, sweetheart. Now, what I need you to do is just give me your question and not a lot of background, okay?
Okay. Me and my boyfriend want to move in together, and we are looking at different places, and I'm just wondering how that will go, if we will find something.
Yes.
That's it.
You are going to find just the perfect little cozy little nook for the two of you to live blissfully together. As I say that, I feel that you know, it's a money thing that kind of gets in the way. Kind of think, can I find what I want for what I have? And also, I feel that there's a. I don't think that you've been living together before. Is that correct, love?
Both of us.
Yeah.
Not live together.
Right. And so this is like a test of whether or not you'll get along. So you will get along, okay? This is what Spirit is saying. And you will find that cozy place that's just perfect for you. I don't know why they keep showing me this cozy place, but they keep showing me cozy as if to emphasize it's small, but it'll be adequate for your needs, and you will get along perfectly, even though it won't be a huge place. It'll be a small place, and you will like it very much. It will be very affordable. I'm going to just see one or two more things. Hold on. Let me just see something, Sophia. I feel it will be an apartment more than a home, and it will be in the neighborhood that you desire, not that far away from where you're living now, as convenience is needed, and where you live now, is very convenient for you. For him, it'll be okay as well. So I feel that everything's going to work out, honey, and it won't be very long. It'll be about a month.
Oh, that is good, because we have been together for about 3.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we've taken it very slowly, but we are both ready, and we're both a bit scared, but also excited.
Good. Well, enjoy the enjoy. Yeah. Well, congratulations, sweetheart, and enjoy the adventure.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Yeah. Life is one huge adventure. I'm going to go to Delphine. What a pretty name. Hello, Delphine. How are you today? Where are you today? Delphine. All right. I'm going to have to put her back in the queue. I guess she got tired of waiting. And by the way, if you want to jump the gate and you don't want to wait, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and there you can actually make a donation. The 8 No Wait, only $8, and you won't have to wait. And then see what happened to Delphine. I was here for her, and then she disappeared. Hold on, let me see if anybody did make a donation. Oh, goodness gracious. Bear with me, everyone. I'm so sorry. Actually, this gives Delphine a chance to come back in. Let's see if I get her. Delphine! Delphine, are you there? Nope. Okay, so if anybody doesn't want that to happen to them, you can be sure to be picked rather than just taking chances with the 8 No Wait. That would be at spiritmediumtv.com. Going to Janelle, who's been waiting quite a while. Hello, Janelle.
Hey.
Oh, Jamal, I'm sorry.
How you doing?
Ah, good. How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good.
Good. I'm good. Just give me your question, love. Not a lot of background.
Okay, I was just calling about my love life.
Okay. Can I have your question?
Is me and Carrie going to reconcile?
Carrie and you. Okay. Yes, you will. It won't take very long either. I do feel it's been kind of like a long time already waiting, like as if you've been thinking about this for a while. And I also feel that there's been some beginning of conversation there that's happened recently. In other words, I feel that it's been, you've opened the door, or she's opened the door, somebody opened the door, and I do get a big yes, and it's not going to take that hard. I also feel that Carrie is really wanting this as much as you do. So there's an urgency there. Yeah, an urgency there. Just, and you needed to hear that because you weren't quite sure about that. So yeah, I feel Carrie's like, please, let's make this work out this time. If only, if only we could get along. If only we could understand each other better. And you're willing, and she's willing to give it that that extra special try to make it work, because underneath it all, there's a lot of connection there. So I feel a yes for that, honey. I do feel a yes for that. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, I am moving on to Karen, who's got a life question. Karen, honey, please just give me your question, not a lot of background. Thank you.
Sure. I just wanted to find out if I'm going to find a job right now. I had to leave my last job, and I'm looking for a new one.
Sure. All right.
10% and something.
Don't tell me too much, love. Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. The first answer is yes. Hold on, and there's something go. Of course, you're going to find a new job. It's just a matter of time. It doesn't take you very long between jobs. You've done this, or this has happened to you before. You're very resourceful, very good at getting out of situations that are sudden, not planned, and also not sudden, not planned, and something that you really were not really looking forward to. In other words, right now I have to go through this because I feel there's a lot of other things on your plate. It's time to have family time. It's time to have summertime. You want to have other things to do, not worry about a new job. But within a few weeks it might take a little bit more than a few weeks that you will be having a job. Pull out your contact list. Phone around and see what's out there. I feel you've got a very good contact list.
Yes, I have it with me right now, and I was going to go make some calls.
There you go.
I'm on my way now. But
there you go. There you go. And it won't take very long, sweetheart. 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 4 at the outset. There are people waiting to hire you that want you and need your skills. You were dropped from where you were before, not through any fault of your own, just the way things worked out in that organization. But there are other people looking for your skill set and what you have to offer. So fear not, my dear. It's right around the bend.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okie dokie. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. We've got Anne, who has a life question. I wonder if that's my Anne. Oh, that would be interesting. Let's go to Anne in New York. Hello, Anne. How are you today? Hi, honey.
Hi, Laura. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I'm inquiring as to when is the spiritual interference from other women are going to stop. That's been coming in between Sean and I.
Okay, let's see. Well, that's assuming that there was some, and I don't want to assume that, honey. I'm going to step back a moment, a little bit more from that. I feel you were told that by somebody else. I'm not sure if you have evidence other than the fact that John and you are not getting along. Hold on. Sean, thank you, honey. Hold on. Let me just go to you, Anne, and Sean and get what's going on. Hold on 1 second, please. There is an ex that is after him. Okay? There is somebody there who interferes. I don't feel it's voodoo or anything like black magic or anything. I feel it's just an emotional interference. And because of that emotional interference, it does affect you and him. There's a lot of discord there. I do feel he feels guilty quite a bit, like he left something behind that he didn't take care of properly, or he didn't do the right thing, or he just feels guilty. You're saying, oh, you don't have to feel guilty because in honesty, he shouldn't feel guilty. But there's what's called a codependent person there weighing on his mind. In other words, this person was manipulative and got as far as you did with him through manipulation and pulling the chains of his heart. Feels like a nice person. So now, from what I've said so far, honey, does that make sense to you from what you know about the situation?
It makes sense because I felt like it was more than one woman, but it's one person in particular who I'm tired. I'm tired, and he's like, no, there's no one, but I keep dreaming it, I keep feeling it intuitively.
Okay, so what I'm feeling, I don't know about any of more than one woman. I feel there's a woman that he feels guilty about. And she was manipulative to begin with, and he hasn't forgotten about that, so it does interfere in your connection with him. And I'm just going to move forward to the when, which was your question. When will this end? And then we'll finalize this. Hold on, Anne, honey. When? Needs a lot of healing. It doesn't happen till there's healing going on. So what I would suggest you go to, sweetheart, is to somebody who could do some healing for you and him. It's like a remote healing almost, to release those ties energetically so that you and he can find complacency. It's an energy thing. And if indeed there is somebody doing opposite energy work there, okay, and by the way, you don't have to have a formal black magic. If somebody is thinking of Sean and upset about that is like black magic. See, it's cords, it's all energy. So you need to go do the opposite. You need to clear it. So go to an energy worker. Somebody can help you with that. And if you don't have the money for that, do prayer work and visualize any cords around him, like as if there's golden cords or negative cords. Visualize them falling away and him in a white light, and then put you and him together in a pink light. And that would help a lot. So the when happens when the healing begins. I hope that makes sense to you, darling. As a matter of fact, right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little healing for you. Okay? May I do that?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I'm going to look at Sean. I'm going to clear him. And now I'm going to put you and Sean together I just put him in a white light and cleared any negative ties that were to him. Now I'm putting you and him together. Any noise in the background is very interfering. It distracts from the ability for me to do this, sweetheart.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's outside. The car just went off.
Okay. All right. Just relax, sweetheart. Try to keep me away from noise. Okay, I'm putting you and him together in a pink light. And I'm blessing you. I'm sending you what is called Christ consciousness energy, which is unconditional love and healing at a soul level, so that all that has been in the past is removed and that the two of you can move forward in love and light. Namaste. Okay, darling, I've done all healing, and prayer works. Continue to pray on this. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome, love. Bye-bye. You're welcome. Namaste. Okay. Yeah, healing can be instantaneous, everybody. It doesn't take time. It doesn't take anything. God's omnipotent. You ever hear that? Or whatever your view of God is. We all have different ideas about what God is. Is he somebody sitting on a throne up there like a big daddy-o throwing his wrath at us, or is throwing his love at us, or is it basically ubiquitous energy everywhere that is conscious and exists for the good of all? That's another way to look at God. But in any event, you could call upon these powers through prayer and have instant healing. So don't ever forget that, everyone. It is particularly effective if you go into deep meditation. On my website, I have a tab, my website being spiritmediumlaura.com. or spiritmediumtv.com, I have a tab called Manifesting. And at the bottom, I have how to manifest, and I have specific video to listen to, a YouTube video, which puts me into a trance, and the steps to follow for a little bit of a higher level explanation than what I'm giving you now. So go to spiritmediumtv.com, click on the Manifesting tab, and down the bottom of the page, you'll see how to do healing on yourself. Okay, I'm going to go to Trish, who is waiting very patiently for an other side connection. Hello, Trish. How are you today?
Hi, how are you?
Now, is this the Trish I've been speaking to on meetup.com?
No,
Oh.
I wish it was.
Okay, there's been a lot of Trishes floating around lately for me. Okay, so now you're 973. Is that New York?
Jersey.
New Jersey. I kind of see trees around you. So I was going to say upstate New York from that. Okay, fine. All right, honey. So we're going to do an other side connection for you, darling. Let's see what we get. Hold on. I just need to connect with your energy. Okay, there's more of a mother figure for you today, honey. May I go in that direction, love? Okay, and that could be grandma or aunt, even a sister that was like a mother, if not your own mother. Hold on. Okay, so the problem, first thing, I don't want to know the thing that you passed from first, but they just told me something about cancer, and also, okay, karmic life pattern. It was there from another lifetime that she had decided she would experience this in this lifetime. It took her life by storm. There was no ramp-up period. It was discovered suddenly, and then she passed pretty quickly after discovery. She also tells me that she did not want to sit and suffer. She didn't want to draw it out. So there was a part in her own mind of thinking, let's get this over with, God. I don't feel I want to be here now that I know this. So you said in the background. Is that correct, love?
Yes.
Okay. I also feel that there's some smoking going on before this. In other words, she did smoke cigarettes. Do you understand that, please?
Yes, a lot.
Yeah. And she's very sorry that she had to let go of life like that, because for everyone around her, it was traumatic, even more so for them, like you, than it was for her. Oh goodness, I'm getting chills, because it's so sad, because she says it was almost like a death wish she had. She didn't want to be around Earth when she knew she was sick. And also she didn't take care of herself when she wasn't diagnosed. So she was a person that you're all watching her take steps. They're not very healing for herself. And it's hurting her whole family, you included. And she's very sorry. She wants to come in now that she's had her life review and apologize to you, Trish. Do you understand, honey?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because it was so hard to everyone. And, you're all watching her. This is not, okay, it was sudden that she was diagnosed. And then when she knew, she's just said, I'm out of here. I'm not going to stick around for all that stuff that they give you and all the things, the needles and the pills and the chemo and all that. She didn't want all that. She just wanted to pass as peacefully and as quickly as possible. She also showing me grandchildren, their grandchildren around. In other words, she's sorry she had to leave her family. Everybody's now without her. She shows me herself physically. It looks like she's more in a shorter height. That would be anywhere under 5'5" in my book, of under 5'4". She's a little bit on the robust side physically, a little rounder in the figure, overweight a bit. You understand, please?
Yes.
Okay. She gives you her love. She thanks you for praying for her. She says, she's laughing a little bit. I don't need it though, sweetheart. I'm in a good place with God. She says, nobody's taken anything from me. Now, she means something by that. She means that in spirit, we're not sorry, we're not sad, we're not missing anything. She said, thanks to my faith, I knew it would be a great place to come to. And it is. So one thing she's just slipped in here, which I didn't see before, is that she was a person who believed in God. And I believe perhaps more on a traditional level, but she did believe that there would be an afterlife. Do you understand, please, honey? Did you know that about, I guess this is your mom. Did you know that, please? Yeah.
Yes, it's my grandmother.
Yeah. So you're the grandchildren. Okay. And you're the girl. Okay, because she's saying, tell my girl, my grandchild who's a girl, something. So you're the girl. Okay. Because she's giving it to me like that, kind of interesting. She says, I was not a religious introspective, but she's using these words, so please forgive me. They seem a little out of character, but she's trying to say something. I wasn't like, holy roller, I guess is what she means, praying all 24/7, but I did believe. I had faith. I had faith in God. I had faith in another place. And she says, I know that now my faith has been redeemed, and now I am with God. I'm in a very safe place, a beautiful place. She says, I'm in a place very much like Earth. It's my holding area until I'm released to go on to other areas in the spirit world. This is a place they keep us in. Again, we're hearing another soul say this. I just started hearing this since Monday night. Summerland. It's called Summerland. Summerland is a place in the spirit world that a soul goes to as their first place. And it's very similar to what they knew before on Earth. She's in Summerland right now. She says she's cleaning and cooking like she did on Earth, keeping the house clean. I see her doing laundry, changing sheets, which means to me that when she was on Earth, oh, was she a neat Nick? My goodness. Was she very into cleaning things and all, brushing and cleaning and sweeping and holding the house nice? And there's a brother to you also, or a son under her. Let me see who that is. No, she had a son. Okay. So that means you have an uncle. Either this is your father's mother or this is your mother's brother, but she's showing, not that he's in spirit, she just shows me she had also male in the house when she's raising children. Is this your father's mother, sweetie, or your mother's mother? I think it's mother's mother, right?
Mother's mother.
Yeah. Okay, because she showed, when they show in the aura, and she's on your left side of your body, which is where your mother's side of the family is. She says, anyway, I'm here. She says, I'm here anytime you want me, love. I haven't gone very far. Call upon me anytime you wish. And she wants to thank you so much for calling upon her today. There's one last thing she needs to say. One moment, please, darling. But your brother. You have a brother, honey?
Yes.
Okay, he's a good boy. Don't listen to him, though. He's telling you the wrong advice right now in your own life. Go forward with the plans the way you have them. He's a what's the word for it? He's interfering. Don't let him interfere. Do what you think is right. Do you understand that, honey?
I think so. I don't know, because I don't usually listen to him because he's like all over the place.
Okay, well, she's saying there's something that you want to do with your life right now. It's a new start, a new beginning. She says, don't listen to him. Do what you think is right.
Okay. And can you ask her about really quickly the situation that occurred this weekend? It was like really traumatic for me.
Okay. Does that have to do with what I just said? Is something new that you want to do with your life? You feel like you were did you lose your home or something, honey? Or you were let out of a place? It seems like you've lost something.
I was robbed.
You were robbed. Oh, okay. So it was something in your home, a violation. New start, new beginning would be in order for you. It's a good time to think of moving. That's what she says. Okay. And you're wondering if it's somebody you know?
Yes. Well, actually, the guy I wanted to know if it was my best friend or the guy I went on a date with.
No, it's not. No. She says where you live right now makes you very vulnerable to this sort of thing. There's something about leaving something open at night that let that person in, and either a door or window is left unlocked
90 seconds.
by mistake. And that's the reason it happened. In any event, your grandma in spirit is not the best person for this. That's a life reading, and I've already given you another side connection. But she does say she wants you to be safe, and you might want to move. That might be very helpful to you. Okay, sweetheart. Don't listen to your Don't listen to your brother. He's the one giving you the wrong ideas. Get it?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? She said, "Don't listen to your brother. Don't listen to your brother. It's not what you think it is." Okay, sweetie, I'm going to let you go, honey, because the show's ending, darling. Thank you, love. Okay. You're welcome, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, yeah, spirit never lies. Grandma already said it. Don't listen to your brother. So it was probably around about that as well. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We do this again. Don't forget, if you want to jump the gate, if you have an urgent matter, use the no wait, at spiritmediumtv.com. That's the donation of $8. Also, you can have a private session with me. Just go to booklaura.com and treat yourself well. Namaste. Have a great day all. Bye-bye. God bless.